You want to break up? We can try this over.
Sorry,
Sorry, I got the wrong fucking day.
My bad. I can't read your mind.
Hi, everyone.
Oh shit.
Welcome back. You want to do that over?
No, fuck it. It's funny now. She'll laugh at it.
Exactly. That's the important thing. Oh, Christ.
Haters gonna hate. Welcome back. I knew it. Welcome back.
It's just a thing now. What do you want me to do? So, welcome back, y'all, to another episode of It's About to Get Weird. So,
it probably will. We don't have any topics today.
No. There's plenty of shit to talk about.
There is? Oh.
So, let's get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Kansas City Chiefs.
Boo, you whore.
So, Super Bowl was Sunday. And
I didn't even get to watch a minute of it.
Unfortunately, someone
I got to watch the kickoff.
Work.
And then they called me and said,
whack. Also, congratulations, Rihanna, on that baby bump.
Second baby in the
man, they didn't waste no time. I'm just throwing that out there. No, not at all. Absolutely not. No,
I didn't think so either.
Not with those dance moves. Only person that, never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
Go ahead. No.
I was gonna say the only person I might impregnate faster would be Shakira, because those hips don't lie.
Shakira. But you can't.
That's true.
This is on the last episode.
Can't do that for anybody now. Sorry.
Your swimmers ain't potent no more.
I don't have none. They're all behind a dam. So went to just
why did I
great
picture
segue.
That? No, I don't like myself for that one.
Just a whole
I didn't know they could do that.
He's just trying to.
What they used to
punch through the
wall. Good 9/11.
So.
Oh, I spilled on myself.
Got that hole in your lip.
That took about 2 seconds, didn't it?
Oh, God.
That's why I keep shit handy.
I
dribbled on myself.
Got to get you a bib.
I'm a slop.
So, it was...
I cleaned my plate. Oh.
And but you get... Nope.
No.
I pulled back.
Yeah, you pulled out.
I pulled out, even though I don't got to anymore.
Hey.
So.
Oh, this took a turn.
Jesus.
This is not where this was supposed to start.
You said it's going to get.
I did.
Here we are. So, I got to go watch the Super Bowl at a friend's house. And that was a house full of Eagles fans.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
And here's the thing.
Whose house were you at?
His pop's house.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't have a team. Even when I cared about sports enough to... Who?
My team, bitch.
Oh, fine. Caw.
We ride together.
Whatever bird I have to follow,
together.
then so be it.
Bad boys for life.
But even when I cared about sports, I followed players, not teams. So whatever team the player I liked was on, then that was my team. So anyway, it's great for me to be that way, because I can just cheer for whatever team. But because it was at a house full of Eagles fans, I'm like, I'll cheer for the Eagles.
Yeah.
So things were going great.
Up until
they weren't anymore. And when I tell you, for me, being not really caring who wins or any of that, pull for a team, but if they lose, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Just feeling like, because you're in that environment, and the energy's up here at halftime when they're up by 10, and it looks like Patrick Mahomes is out for the game, and all of these things. Which, here's the thing, I would love to know.
Was he out for the game?
Because he got injured at the end of they hit that ankle.
They hurt his little ankle.
His little ankle.
Oh no,
his little ankle was hurting.
Not the little ankle.
So he was, they were riding up here because Mahomes is up. I'm like, all I could picture. Some of y'all have seen that movie Varsity Blues, I'm sure. I know one person who for sure hasn't seen it, but she hasn't seen any movies.
That's not true.
Has she seen that one?
I don't know. You want to ask her? Ask her.
I don't know. Call her. Find out.
I'm not going to call her right now.
Why not?
I'm not going to call. She's probably on her way to work.
Whatever.
She's got class today.
I still think it would have been funny. In any case. I've called my mama on this show.
No, your mama's called you on this show.
I've called my uncle on this show. I've called a bunch of people on this show.
That's true. We're not, okay. Just
you can't call
your
girlfriend.
Right,
it's cool. So, so there's a scene in that where they're, giving shots to the dude because he's hurt or whatever. I would just love to know what they shot Patrick Mahomes with, because that dude, I thought he was gonna cry. Like, he looked like he was in pain, and then he came back and just proceeded to beat the brakes off the Eagles. And
he came back with a vengeance.
Now they made it interesting. I'm not exactly like, even just as a fan of a sport, the ending of that was kind of dog shit. I will say that much.
How are you gonna lose by a field goal?
It wasn't even that. It was there was a really questionable call that kept the drive going, and then
so the refs are getting a ring too, huh?
They just limped to the finish line to get the fucking field goal, which I get it. I really do. I get it. It's the Super Bowl. Why wouldn't you do that to win? You guarantee that you win. So I get that, but it was just like, this kind of sucks, because they were down by 8. They scored. They got the 2-point conversion. They tied it. I was like, oh shit, this is going to get interesting. But then their defense couldn't stop shit. So anyway, in either case, if you're a Chiefs fan, congrats. If you're an Eagles fan, I'm sure you
know what I called the Super Bowl? Kelsey Bowl.
Yeah.
The only person that didn't lose, their mom.
That's true.
Realistically, the only person that really did not lose.
Yeah.
Because you had to know, like, Travis Kelce had to be a little upset for his brother.
For sure.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's your brother. But then, you've already got a ring.
And then on the other hand, he's probably super stoked for his brother, but also you just fucking lost.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
But otherwise, in terms of like just excitement and everything else, it was a hell of a Super Bowl. Like,
I'm glad
it was really good,
it.
but it was really funny being in a house full of fans that were like diehard fans for one side, and just watching the energy just it was like a balloon just slowly deflating, because they were way up here, and by the end of the third quarter it was like like just
to be fair I'd have loved to watch that shit.
Yeah, that would have been a very interesting situation to observe, you being there, because
I was laughing.
Yeah, that would have, because I know you.
But I would have got up for that Rihanna concert and just twerked my ass off.
For sure. Yeah, Rihanna was doing her thing.
I heard she had no one come out, which I think is pretty awesome. No special guests.
Just
I like that, because everybody
just her at a very interesting stage.
Smash Bros. Do you see that shit wobble at one point? And I was like, oh no, that's high.
Must be a real fucked up way for that to end. Just snap. I mean, they were tethered to the shit, but
instead of work. Bye.
Oh Christ! Yeah. So that happened.
Kelsey Bowl ended with the Chiefs winning. Yay!
On to the next piece of news.
You know what I don't? Here's the reason I didn't want him to win. For his wife and his fucking brother.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
I can't stand them fucking
Patrick
people.
Mahomey.
They literally got white people energy. I can't. You know I can't.
White people shit. You know
I can't fuck.
I know.
I can't fuck
I know. Every time there's some like hyper white shit that happens.
No, I'm not in it.
I purposely will message her and go, "What the fuck's up with your people?"
Not mine.
To which she will respond.
Not my people.
Term, yeah. It always cracks me up. Oh. So on to the next piece of trending information.
Yeah, what you got?
The Last of Us.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So
broken. I knew it was coming. Broken.
Here we are.
Broken.
Here's your spoiler warning.
If you didn't watch it, don't listen to this. Because we are going to spoil the shit out of it.
You can jump ahead. Like, this is not going to be the rest of the episode, because there's another topic that I definitely got to talk about. But
okay. He's got topics all day today.
So I remember. So we're on episode 5 now, right?
Right.
And I've of course played the games. And I knew what was coming. Of course, I had no idea of how they were going to execute said thing, but I knew it was coming.
Even I knew it was coming, and I didn't play the game.
So, yeah, because you watched it. So
I watched some gameplay.
So
I'm waiting for that Rat King.
We got a while before that, but
a lot of people got to die before that happens.
A lot of people got to die. So I remember watching episode 3 and seeing how they did all that with Bill and Frank.
That was sad.
And all I kept thinking through that whole thing is, if they did this with these two, what the fuck are they going to do with Henry and Sam? Because in the game, those two characters are there. You run across them, but they did this way different. I'm fairly certain Sam was older in the game. I don't recall, because again, it's been years since I played the first one.
He looks older in the game.
He looks older in the game, so I'm certain he is older in the game.
He does look older.
In the show, he's 8. And he's deaf.
I like that part.
Oh, that was a great thing. Like, it's funny because I watched the after the episode bit at the end, and Neil Druckmann, the director of the game, he was like, I hate that I didn't think of that for the game, to make him reliant on Henry even more by being deaf.
Yeah, by being deaf. Smart move.
Beautifully done. There was a lot of, again, every episode there's been some form or fashion of like either direct reference to the game or like an indirect reference, but some of it's just like shot for shot. So like in the episode when they go into the tunnels and they find that little classroom, for lack of a better term, that's in the game. So it's one of those things where just seeing that type of shit, like as soon as they walked up on that door, I was like, oh, damn. So, and then of course, when you're playing the game, you run across all these little notes that kind of explain what happened in those areas and how everything kind of went worse or whatever. Right. But of course, I'm like, okay, I know what happens. How are they going to do that? So, not going to go into all, like I said, this isn't going to be just about that. But first things first, the fact that they finally show a bloater.
Bro, I was so lit. And then he ripped.
Yo, he turned old boy into a Pez dispenser. Like,
woo, a broken one.
So I saw edit someone did of one of the many deaths that you'll have playing the game. And someone showed Joel getting hemmed up by a bloater, and he, like, the way they animate some of the death scenes is insane, because like the bloater gets a hold of you and basically detaches your jaw. So like, fucked up.
They said that in the game though, they never actually take people's heads off. They just like rip jaws off.
Oh yeah. But this motherfucker, nope. Like just nope. So it was just crazy how they did it.
Yeah.
That whole scene was nuts. But then there's something that was never in the game that was in the show.
Yeah.
And I genuinely agree with all of the things that I heard, like all of the little videos I saw after the episode and people's reactions to it. That would have made even me go, fuck this. I can't. No.
I don't want to play this no more.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Like you with the spiders earlier. I don't want to. I don't. So there was a child clicker. This bitch had a Blue's Clues shirt on.
Bro, Blue, I found a clue.
Oh my God.
She sure did. She sure did.
Had a Blue's Clues shirt on.
And it was played by a little gymnast.
Yeah, had to be. Just some of the shit that she was moving. Oh, man.
Bro, that was the scariest part.
Wild.
I was like, that is an ambidextrous little fucking clicker.
Right. And here's the most fucked up part about the whole thing. So many times I've seen people point this fact out. And even in episode 4, they sort of reference it. They never really explain it, but they sort of reference it. Mm-hmm. This disease takes over your body.
Right.
But it doesn't actually touch your brain.
I thought it did.
It does
so
not.
You are still in there.
You're still in there and you just can't control anything. Now, I imagine by the time you're a clicker, you're probably not in there anymore. But hopefully not anyway, because holy shit. But just the concept of you're doing these things. You don't want to do them. You're witness to doing them, but you can't stop it.
But let's rewind a bit here. Mm-hmm. In one of the episodes, Ellie takes that knife to that dude's head.
That's the part I'm talking about.
And like you don't see, like it just looks like it's taken over.
Yeah, but except for the part
cocooned?
Where Homeboy's making eye contact with her, holding that shit, just looking at her.
Yeah. But he ain't in there. Dog, lights are on. Ain't nobody home.
Sure?
It looked like it to me.
Because
I'm going to interpret it my way, you interpret it yours.
Okay, I'm just saying scientifically cordyceps doesn't touch the brain. So
What, are you like a fucking scientist on cordyceps all of a sudden?
No, I've just watched enough shit about it.
Oh, okay, all of a sudden.
So
All right.
That child clicker was fucked up though.
That was dope.
But I will say this much.
Shirt was a nice touch.
I'm actually happy that it was the child clicker that got a hold of the old girl, because
I didn't like that bitch.
Nah, I didn't either. Like,
is she in the game?
No, she is not. So
Fuck that bitch.
I
Fuck
understand.
You, Kathleen.
I understand storyline what they're doing, but oh man, they made me hate that bitch.
I didn't like that dude she was with either.
Yeah.
Also,
you know the great part about it though is the dude, the beard.
Yeah.
That's the voice actor for Tommy in the game.
The brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So that was pretty dope. And then, oh God, what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank on his name? The guy who voiced Joel in the game.
Yeah.
He has a bit in the show too somewhere. I don't think we've seen him yet.
Wait, was he the guy that she interrogates?
No.
Not the doctor. The guy that gives up information on Henry.
No, I don't believe so. I think he has a bigger part than just a real quick blip.
Oh, okay. I don't remember now.
But anyway, so then we get to the part that I was concerned with, literally. So to watch Ellie try to use her blood as a cure after he reveals that he's been bit, and then for him to just be like, stay up with me all night. Like, it was just like, oh, that shit's just heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
And then, of course, they do the scene very similar, but there's a couple of differences as far as lines are concerned, where Henry ends up fixing the problem, for lack of a better term.
Jesus. I mean,
it was
instant regret on his face too when he does it, because you see him look. It's like he just does it real quick.
Yeah.
But he's like, "Oh God, what did I do? Let me fix this."
Yeah. Booyah. So
it was sad.
It was fucked up. And the crazy thing is, I know they're going to show other relationships later on that that are not in the game. Like, well, not in the first game. And so I know there's more just painful shit coming. But there's one scene that I'm really hoping for.
Is that Abby saying no?
No.
It made me giggle.
So there's one scene that I'm hoping for that comes in later in the game, and I just hope they do it. Like I've said it earlier on other episodes since we've talked about it, but I really hope they do it like just like that. If they don't, it's fine, but I hope they do it just like that, because it's such a intense scene in the game. So I fucking love this show.
It's so good, dude.
Fucking love it. And I'm actually super excited that they decided to put that new episode out early because of the Super Bowl. That worked out great for me. Now, I was going to use a different soundbite for this. Then I realized we get flagged for it.
Damn, dog. Why? Oh, copyright.
Yeah.
We've already gotten something
fairly certain we've got a couple. I'm fairly certain there's nothing copyrighted on this. So I'm just going to throw this out there.
Snipe. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore.
Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore. There it is. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy, boy. Whoo. Listen.
Shit's wild, huh?
So, first and foremost, on the unlikely odds that anybody is listening to this or watching it, who are on the side of I'm a bad person, well, technically we, because you bought it too, for playing this game, well, I understand your stance, and I get where you're going. At the same time, there's a whole lot of other things that you can't participate in or partake in if that's where you're going. And that's all I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Moving on from that point, though, holy shit. This game is insane.
The graphics are pretty nice on it.
Insane.
And I've only played it on my phone so far.
That's the first thing, right? So, tax return season, I bought a new TV. And after the whole conversation on the last episode where she was trying to get me to buy a $3,000 TV.
Swipe on her.
The one I bought was cheaper than that.
It was also 20 inches bigger.
The TV that you wanted me to buy? Yes.
Yeah. I think. Math.
Yeah.
The math is mathing.
The math is mathing on that one. So but the TV I got, they had it on sale, so I jumped on the opportunity to get it. I was already planning on getting another TV with tax return money. So
that thing is thin.
Super thin. The screen's bendy. Like I was a little concerned when I was putting everything together, because I could pick up a TV by myself, but
he could pick up me.
I can, but there needs to be
whole Mufasa picks
some rigidity to the frame, and when there's not, it made me nervous. I was scared. Rigid. I was real scared, but worked out fine. There's no bend to my screen, but it's real bendy.
Yeah, it is.
So. Now, I did not buy this TV with the intent of, like, with the sole purpose of the games are going to look insane on it. It was just, I wanted another one, so I got one. But, that being said, holy shit. Like, you've seen the opening of the game.
Yeah.
And
I played that part.
There's the part where the title of the game, like they do it very much like the Harry Potter movies, where it like comes at the screen and then just goes by. I could see the details on that shit when it went by. I was like, oh god damn. So
I like that you were looking back.
I was like, is this 3D?
I'm in the world. He's living out his fantasies.
Oh, so much. So like I have never really gone into the depth of how much of a nerd I am for Harry Potter.
Nerd.
I don't have anything that references that on this table. I have a bunch of Star Wars shit, but
we have a bunch of random shit on that table.
So
you got a Pickle Rick.
Yeah, you got Rick and Morty, you got God of War, Deadpool, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars. There's just so much random shit. Mortal Kombat. There's a bunch of shit on that table.
Thanos.
So
a couple shredders.
But I'm a huge, like, I've read the books too many fucking times. Don't get me started on the movies, but I've read the books a bunch of times. So huge nerd. The school is to scale. There's not a door you can't go in. They went in on this game. And then there's all of the area outside of that I've spent way too many hours already. I already told people the one game that I have hands down spent the most hours in, without question, is Skyrim. Because same thing, that game is huge. There's so much shit to do. This one's going to beat that for sure.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. There are obviously the 4 distinct houses in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Each one of those houses has different side quests. The main storyline is the same, but some of the quests during that are slightly different depending on where you're at.
Right.
One of the houses gets to go to Azkaban. The shit's wild. I'm sorry. Bye. Like,
are you gonna play every house?
Eventually.
I thought so.
But this first playthrough, now, everything that I've ever done Harry Potter related that allows you to get sorted into a house, doesn't matter how in depth or how quick it is, every single time I get sorted into Gryffindor, which is fine. Doesn't bother me. That's cool. But because of that, and because of Harry Potter being Gryffindor, I know like most of the details about the shit that Gryffindor has. You get a couple of things in the books about the other houses, like dormitories and common areas, but you don't really see them other than Slytherins in the movies. Right. So I was like, should I do another one? Like just to have the experience of going to something brand new. Oops. So while I was sitting there struggling about that, like, because I know it'll let you pick which house you go in. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, so I'll do this. If it asks questions, which it does, I will just go wherever it sends me. Where does it send me? Gryffindor. So yeah, there's going to be 3 completely different playthroughs on this game. Just this game for me, because I'm going to play all 4 houses for sure. Right. I have dumped so many hours into this already.
I've been watching you.
And
I haven't seen it come on all the time.
I don't even know how deep into the story I am right now. Like, just the main quest line, I have no idea. I feel like I'm still very much at the beginning of it. Right. Holy shit.
It looks like you're still really at the very tippy top of this game.
It feels that way.
Because when you were playing it this morning, it looked like you were at the very tippy top.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild, though. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I don't like the spider bit.
So she happens to show up at my house today while I was in the middle of going into
a cave?
A den full of spiders. I don't know any other way to put it.
I call it a cave.
And like there's literal signs all over.
Dozens.
Showing spiders do not enter, right? So I go in there. And I had already experienced earlier in the game doing like this like crouch walk through a confined space and seeing spiders crawl right by you.
My body had a reaction to that.
So I was like, because it caught me off guard the first time. She was like, oh shit, you're right there. Because I don't like spiders either. I do not like spiders. To the point where other games where I had big fucking spiders, I would stay away from them, even though I could kill them. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm cool. So, she's here. I'm like, I know what's about to happen. So I'm just, cause she's already like, I don't want spiders. Ew, no. So I go into the little crouch walk and she's right there. She put the phone in front of her face when it happened.
I did at one point.
And then, of course, on top of that, there's a part. Now, any of you Harry Potter nerds out there know what an acromantula is, right? So
I think he's just talking to one person here.
One person. There's a part where you walk up to like an opening in the wall and all of a sudden, big fucking spider. Now,
big fucking spider. Big body.
Yeah, it was really fun watching her squirm.
It's a game.
Through that whole thing. And it was a game. And she wasn't even the one playing. That was the craziest part.
Oh, no. He knows that it doesn't take me to play.
That's true. Now, here was the best part of all of that. Mm-hmm. The first time I actually have to fight a few of them after I got done defeating it. Now, again, I'm at a certain point in the game where I've fought a bunch of shit just because I go out and look for fights. And
what else?
You have a wand. What are you going to do? So I've killed a fair amount of spiders in the game. So I'm at the like last little challenge part. And it's the challenge on the last stage is to kill 100 spiders. So she seems to be of the impression, and I get why, but I walk in there, I beat 2 of them, and then it says like 8 out of 100. All of a sudden you just hear her go,
100 spiders. 100? 100. 100? There's 100 spiders in here?
I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just
100?
like, what are you talking about? And then I realized what she saw. I was like, oh, no.
100?
No, there's not 100 spiders in this little cave because that would be a lot.
100. And he was like, no. And he just did that. He did that to me. He just laughed at me the whole fucking time. 100?
100?
Climb a ladder.
Now,
get away from this.
There are ladders. There's also brooms and hippogriffs.
He was flying on his little broom today. He was flying on
all kinds of shit.
Your hippogriff. He caught a unicorn.
I did catch a unicorn.
That was dope.
I did. I caught a thestral too. That was sweet. So
he killed a bunch of people too.
I was fucking him up. Yeah. You eventually. The great thing is there is no morality system in the game.
I thought there was.
You can choose to respond nicely or respond like a dick. So that's about as far as it goes. But it doesn't affect the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
So like maybe people have a different opinion of you, but it's not like you look any different. It's not like there's a bad ending. There's just the ending. So there's no morality system. That being said, you can learn all 3 unforgivable curses, and I just got done learning one of them, and I'm on the mission to learn the other 2. Because you can one-shot everything with it. Like, they stuck to that. You hit them with the and they fucking die. So I did that to a troll earlier. It was magical.
What was I saying earlier? Configo.
Something. There was one because
Confirgo.
Yeah, you say all the spells, most of them as you're doing.
His character also sounds extra white.
So,
but then I was like,
on that point, I will say, I will give the developers of this game massive points for inclusion. There is 1000% a trans character in the game.
I know this got people in an uproar. I saw that.
You can choose to be binary or non-binary.
I'm a dude.
You can.
I don't want to wear a dress. That's why
there were a million options for hairstyles.
Mine looks just like me.
It does. Now, while I was making my character, like that, night that it came, that it was live for us because PS5 players got 3-day early access. So
yeah, I got it. I got it that night.
The night that I go on there, I'm sending pictures to the group chat of my character's face because there's a bunch of different face shapes, everything else. And of course, I try to go as close to me as I can.
They give us all chiseled jaws, though.
Straight. Just
so we got mad jaw lines.
Get to the part where it's the hair. And all of they were to the detail of like the line of the fade. Like,
yes,
it's legit. But of course, I give my character dreads because hello. So I do that, and I'm about to do like brown eyes, and I'm like, bro, it's Harry Potter.
Live it up.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna go in, right? So
I'm gonna chap it up right now.
I got blue dreads.
They're purple.
And gold eyes.
They're purple.
They're violet. Let's just say violet.
They're not fucking blue. You got Mace Windu hair.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I went with the name. I was like, okay, I gotta pick who's the black characters in Harry Potter.
You said who?
So I was like, no, that last name's too. Oh, there's a black character in Harry Potter with dreads that happens to have my first name as his last name, spelled differently, but whatever. So
got an A in it, don't it?
It does.
Yeah.
So
Gay?
That's what I did. I'm like, I'm gonna be his like great grandpa or some shit because this takes place in like 1875. So
I straight up asked, is Dumbledore here? You also have a thing for that fucking teacher,
Professor Garlic.
Yeah.
Oh, she can get it. She can get it.
I bet she could.
Whew. Yeah. She can get it. So
He's just been saying.
I've sent like 3 of the edits that they made for that.
That shit's funny though.
Because it was fucking hilarious. And the first one I sent, it was actually, they ripped off the edit that someone made of Pedro Pascal.
Oh, Jesus. It was pretty funny though.
So, yeah, the game's amazing.
I'm
sorry if you feel some kind of way about people playing it, but it's amazing.
I legit bought it.
I understand you're mad at J.K. Rowling. I really do.
Fuck
I
her.
get it. But she didn't make the game. And listen, if you are mad at this game and you refuse to buy it and you want to cancel everybody who plays it, but you still go to Universal Studios,
suck my dick.
I'm confused. Real confused right now.
Like I was in 2005.
Down to the year. So, yeah.
No,
That's been my weeks.
I bought that game.
Weeks.
I bought it, haven't played it yet, but I only bought it really so one person could play it.
That's fair.
She doesn't play video games, but she will play this one.
Why don't you just let her make the character instead of making it look like you, or do you want her to play as you?
No, I'm going to play. Well, first of all, we're both going to play. Obviously not at the same time.
Well, yeah.
Because you can't.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to need help. Then I'm not going to have any. This was the one game I kind of fucked up on. But, yeah, I bought it. So, yeah. I'll play it eventually. I started playing it on my phone, but I didn't get very far. The dragon attacked me, and that was it.
That was it.
Then I was tired. I wanted to go to bed. It was hard to play on my phone.
Without your backbone?
Yeah, it's hard to play without. It's really hard to play without that.
Yeah.
I'll take it to work tomorrow.
I don't mean her literal backbone, by the way. I'm just throwing that
It's a controller for my phone. But I'll probably take it to work tomorrow. But people were impressed that I could. She was pretty impressed that I could connect from work to my.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just needed internet. And I have that, so.
Yeah, see, the problem with that existing now is anytime that I travel, the temptation is going to be real hard not to pack a freaking controller because I could just cast it to whatever TV that we're using. And so. Yeah,
don't do that, though.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying if I travel somewhere by myself, then sure, but not like with anybody else.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And when do you leave again? Do you leave Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
You can go to Shorty's?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You excited?
All right, yes. Yes, surprise. You know, it's funny. I've only been there once. Seattle, by the way. Just if you didn't listen last week.
He's going to go live out his Last of Us fantasies now, too.
That's true. So, I've been once.
You might see some cordyceps on the corner, dog.
That's also very true.
I'm saying. Don't let him kiss you.
Facts. Ugh. Little tendril kiss.
Why'd I bring it up? It was so gross when it happened. I have the chills.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun though. I went to Seattle once, and but I was only there for like 2 days. But the highlight of that trip, oddly enough, was when that show Man vs. Food was like a big thing.
Oh yeah, I like that show.
And so I had happened to see an episode where he was up there.
I know what you're talking about.
And I went to one of the places from there. That was dope. I did, of course, I walked by like the first Starbucks, but I didn't like go in it. I went in the Space Needle.
Did you go up? You went up?
Yeah.
I won't do that.
I know you won't.
I won't do it.
But it's...
Nah, dog, it's too high.
It's really not.
It really is.
I mean, okay. But even going up there, it was cool to be up there, but
That's a long
in my
elevator
opinion, like you got to pay for that shit. And
I like doing the ducks, but they don't do that no more.
So I mean, there's tons of shit to do. You can like rent like a hot tub boat.
You can go to Canada.
There's all kinds of shit to do.
As long as you have a passport, you can go to Canada.
That's true. I haven't got one of those.
I didn't need one when I went.
I should really get one of those, but when am I going to go out of the country? Like,
where are we going?
I don't know.
Canada.
I actually do want to go to Canada.
It's beautiful there.
So
this is a weird episode.
This shit went a little weird at the end, so we're going to go ahead and go now.
We don't have anything funny to say.
Unless it can't always be funny. Sometimes we just talk about shit that happens.
This is a whole comedy show.
Is it?
Sometimes.
Calm down, burps.
I don't know what's happening to me.
Sometimes we just talk about shit that happens. That's really all that happened in the last 2 weeks. Super Bowl, Last of Us, in that game. That's all that happened to me. I mean, unless you've got some shit to talk about. I mean, you've got breaking news, but that's entirely up to you if you want to share it with the world. Come on, I talked about a vasectomy and some old woman sick drinking my cum. Come on. I mean, you're the one with the news update. I can't say it for you. If you don't want to talk about it, that's cool. I
went to an engagement party. That's the news update.
Yeah, that's it. That's the news.
You already spilled the beans a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, unless they're paying attention, which it was so quick.
It was kind of fast.
So, if not, it's cool. We could stop now. Just putting you on the spot. It's not a big deal.
I feel like I'm turning red.
Not as bad as you usually do, but it's probably because she's not here.
Some days I hate you.
That's a lie.
Facts.
How like seriously?
Yeah.
I reference this every time I've done this. In the entirety of our friendship.
Yeah.
When have I ever had the opportunity to really get at you with this?
You trying to get at me, dog? You know I'm not down. You know I am.
I was about to say, you a lie. You a whole lie. But how many times have I been able to like really do this right now?
Not very often. It doesn't work that well. I really don't get embarrassed that much either.
Yeah.
I have no shame is my issue.
I mean, that's probably why we get along so well.
I literally will do anything for a 20. 20's a 20, man.
I mean, you're right.
Let's see. What happened to me this last couple? Well, someone frauded me.
No,
and stole some of my money.
So whoever was at that Walmart in Arkansas, fucking.
Yeah, thanks for making my life hard for the next 5 days.
Jesus Christ.
Heavy tongue.
Yeah.
Oh my.
First of all.
Oh my.
I wasn't even going there.
That's where I went.
Well, here we are.
Every time.
Clean that plate. So
I do.
Don't stop. Listen.
Don't stop. I won't. Don't stop.
I didn't take the first opening. Don't give me another one.
Speaking of openings.
Yeah.
I went to an aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. I went on a boat ride.
Right.
Went to a Chili's.
Mm-hmm.
I got a girlfriend.
I can just slid that right in there, boy.
You know, like I do. Sometimes you just gotta slide right on in.
Sometimes you just gotta slide it in.
It's. I got it. Clean your plate.
Clean that motherfucking plate.
I do. That's bad because I think my family still listens to this. That's fine.
Your brother,
they know what I'm
occasionally. Hi, Susan.
Oh, there she is. There she is.
This nigga gay.
So.
I mean, it's actual, it's factual.
She's got a girlfriend. It's official.
Like a referee with a whistle.
So if you go back to last episode when I was talking to the camera like I am right now and referencing how I didn't like any of them.
Here we go again.
Now you know.
The more you know. Reading Rainbow.
Shannon has a girlfriend. Jesus Christ. I just want to drive the point home. And
I drive the point home.
Super excited.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You got one more before I let it fly. And I'm really trying not to on the air.
Why? I mean, that's so unlike you.
Because it's not about me. If I want to put my business in the streets, that's my fucking prerogative. I'm really not trying to put your shit out there. But you keep...
Me either.
But you keep giving me this opportunity to take a shot because I love you.
Shoot your shot then.
And,
go ahead. I'll let you.
And I don't want to put this one out there. and you're making it real difficult. Now, I already know at least one person is going to listen to this and now have questions. I suspect at some point in the group chat, there's going to be a message of what wouldn't you say? Hi, Jess. So
that's what we need to have on the show.
That's true. That's true. So
Jesse,
there's the invitation. Now you're on the clock. Sorry.
It's on you now. Now what are you going to do? We put your shit in the streets. See
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. See how we did that? That's called a redirect, folks. I'm real smooth with that one.
There was a baby in there.
A whole ass baby in there.
So on that note, I just what?
Also,
balls.
Balls. I did go to an engagement party.
Yes.
And my new baby cousin, who I don't know.
Stole your girlfriend.
He's trying to steal my girlfriend. He really did steal her.
Got that bitch.
He had all of her attention. I said, all right. He's really adorable, though.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
At one point, I was like,
if someone's going to steal your girlfriend, might as well be a baby. So
I'm convinced she might have tried to steal him, too, at one point, but we don't have a car seat.
I mean, I got a few. Well, none that'll work for a baby.
Not for a baby. I mean, he came with a car seat.
That's true. You could have just took the car seat, too.
Yeah, I'll just take him to the zoo or something.
But then you have to get the thing with the latch. And it's just so many.
Oh,
so many things.
The base.
So, wow, that was a spike. Sorry for your ears.
It wasn't. It wasn't that bad.
Good.
Hiccups. You got any TikToks for me?
So,
you don't, do you?
I don't.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'll blame that on the group chat because I just sent them all there now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the last time I really did. I had one lined up that I was like, this is a great callback to a prior episode. So I was like, at the very least, I got one. There's a couple that are in there, but it's none that it's like, oh, I really, got to put this out there. But then unfortunately, after I saved it, like that morning, I saved it and I was like, cool.
Is that the one I sent?
This will work. This bitch runs across it and sends it to the group chat. And I was like, well,
spoiler.
Cat's out of the bag, but that was the one. It was a reference to the let me schmang it, girl.
Oh no, I did forget that I did send that. He did another.
If
you would have played it now, though, I would have totally forgotten and probably laughed my ass off.
That's true.
Because my memory ain't what it used to be. I gotta start taking my ginkgo biloba.
In essence, the dude came out with another song asking, "How do you like your eggs, fried or fertilized?" So there was a whole dance move with that one too. Not quite as good as schmang it, but
yeah, that's the one.
But it was 100% the same guy. But the funny thing about her sending that to the group chat is there has been a decision made about this trip that we're taking to Florida. And that if everybody, though I will add an addendum to that because we're all pretty sure that one person isn't going to go. So
I'll just put his shit in the streets.
So when Art doesn't go, but the rest of us do, I think we should still do it. I said that if everybody goes on this trip in one of the airports, either the one from here that we're leaving or the one when we get there, I'm going to set up the camera and record us all doing the fucking schmang it dance. Just because I think that would be hilarious. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't
you got
know
anything
much.
else?
No.
Okay.
No.
Girlfriend. Bye.
Bye.